Welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Elena Michaels and I am so glad you are here. We're going to do a tarot reading and guided meditation for Wednesday, April 13th, 2022. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. I'd be so grateful. And please give me a thumbs up if you like what you hear here, okay? So today's a 13 day. You know what that means, don't you? It means 13 is the death card in the major arcana of the tarot deck. And it's kind of like the death of the old, which means that we're letting go of the things that no longer serve us. We're letting them go. And that allows for more things that do serve us to come into our lives, more people that serve us to come into our lives. And my incense is really strong. I'm burning my awesome Primo incense that I got a big stash of. And if you want some, let me know. Just send me a note and I'll tell you about it. But it's really the most incredible incense ever. I've been using this incense since I was like 20 years old, many, many years. And then I lost track of it for a while and it wasn't available. And now I got a big stash of it. So I'm like really thrilled. But it's very aromatic, very aromatic. I've got it in a little incense thing down here on the floor. So the 13th day, time to let go of what no longer serves you, time to just move forward and let it fall by the wayside. If it doesn't invigorate you, if it doesn't make you feel alive, if you don't love it, if you don't feel energized by that person, if you feel shut down by that person or inhibited by that person, if your work is stifling you and it's not bringing your creative juices to the surface, maybe it's time to let go of some things. We'll see what's going to happen. Now, I do have something to pull tonight from someone who sent a donation, and this is from T, okay? And T, where's the note here? She wanted to know, she's in a relationship with someone. She's been in a relationship with them for a long time, several years, and it's not happening anymore. They're kind of going separate ways. They do things separately. She doesn't feel the passion. She doesn't feel the connection. And she doesn't know if she wants to stay with this guy. So we'll pull a card for her and see what happens, okay? So I'm going to start with this deck right here. Let's pull one for T. Start with one for her. Okay, T, you want to know what you should do about this relationship. You haven't lived alone. You've been with this guy for many years. But it's not really happening. So, let's see. She doesn't know what to do about moving on. Should she move on? Should she stay? Should she wait? Should she wait till he changes? They're communicating a lot, but the energy's just not there, she said. So let's see. It's got to be a we. When you're in a relationship with someone, it's got to be we are working on this, we are doing that, this is good for us. Not just one person saying, I have a lot of things to work on for myself, which is basically like pushing another person away. All right, this is for T. This is about her relationship. Let's see what we got here. Should she stay or should she go? And what can we do about that? What can you give us? What insight, what information, what guidance? Well, okay, T. That's a fabulous card for you. It's a Nine of Pentacles, and look at this card. Look at this. This is a beautiful woman, and she is alone, and she is very successful. Lots of pentacles there. Pentacles are about the earth trip. They're about money, and she's in her garden. She's enjoying life. She's got a beautiful bird on her hand. And she's coming from her power, her place of power. She's wearing a golden outfit, a golden robe. And gold is the color of the solar plexus. And she's basically vibrating her power. She's very relaxed. She's in a beautiful space. And so I'll tell you, T, what I think is that if you decide to part ways, you're going to be just fine. You're going to have the money to do what you want. You're going to be in a very comfortable place. You're going to have leisure time to spend thinking, imagining, dreaming. And of course, you need to be in nature to balance yourself out. I'm going to put my glasses on and see if there's something else here. She's wearing a red head thing, and that's grounded. She's very grounded. And the inside, see if her gown is grounded. But this beautiful, beautiful, it's got the icons of a flower on them, blooming. See that? Look at these grapes. It's like time to harvest what you've been working for. This is all the work that you've been doing. See that? And you're successful at your work too. And there's her nice home in the background and her beautiful bird on her finger, and she's doing just fine. So this card is a card of a woman on her own. I think that's what's happening. I think you'll be on your own. And I think you'll be fine on your own. And I think you'll be quite content on your own, T. So I think the cards are saying go for it. Just move on. It's kind of like I was saying at the beginning. I said, it's the 13th day. It's time to let go of what isn't working for you. What's not nourishing you, it's not supporting you, it's not inspiring you. Move on. You can stay friends with the man that you've been with, but it's not a good partnership for you. You'll be better off alone for a while. You'll be much more content and actually more successful alone. Look at all those pentacles. I don't like telling people what to do, but the cards have stated pretty clearly the decision is yours. But you asked for a card, and that's the one that came up, and that's no accident. So there you go. All right, so that's T. We're going to leave this out here for her, and let's pull some from here for us. Excuse me. Okay, it's time for me to start releasing now. That's what happens. Those of you who know me know that's what happens. I yawn, my eyes water, I cough, I sneeze, I clear my throat, my nose runs. All that stuff happens as I'm doing this. And it clears the way, clears the way for the energy to come through. So it's a releasing kind of thing that happens with me. All right, now this is for the rest of us. And it might be relevant for T also, so T, keep watching. Okay. Give us divine guidance, give us direction, give us a reading for what's going on right now in our lives. We are divinely protected by beautiful healing white light. Angelic beings surround us. Benevolence surrounds us. No negativity can enter into this sphere. This sphere of beautiful light that is protecting us all right now. Cut the cards. First card coming up. This is about the rest of us. Okay, this card came up the other day. I mean, in a reading, it was 2 weeks ago, I think. The Lovers, the 6th card. The Lovers. Okay, this is about showing up in all your glory, truly who you are. Who you are, without any pretense, no clothing, no surface appearance, no crap, just authenticity and coming from your highest. You see the mountain in the background? And you see this beautiful angel above them. You're divinely protected. Just be who you are. Be you. Don't try and be somebody else. Don't try and impress people. Just be you. Okay? With all the false personas gone. All the false personas gone. Okay, so it's the eye-watering time now. It just happens. Okay, so when you are you, things will blossom. See the tree with the fruit? And you see the fire by him, okay? So when you're just you, without any pretense, and you're authentic, which means you do what you say you're gonna do, and what you say is how you behave. You don't say one thing and behave a different way, okay? Behind her is the snake, which is eternal life, and the fruit tree, okay? It's an apple tree, obviously. Their hands are out. Excuse me. Their hands are out, see? They both have their hands out like this. They are ready to receive all the goodies that the angels are ready to give to them. The fire behind him is about taking action. Take action, okay? Move forward, be yang, take action in the world. All right, that's that card. Now I'm releasing again. Gotta wipe my eyes. All right, let's look at another card here. From another, I think I'm gonna choose from the same deck. Let me see. Same deck, shuffle again. More clarification, more validation, more substantiation, more explanation, more inspiration for us. I wonder if this card's going to have water, since I'm basically got a lot of it coming out right now. It's the Magician. This came up last week too. This was a great card. All right, I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to go into different decks after this. Okay, here you have the Magician. He's got all the tools of the trade right here. Everything's right in front of him. He's got the cups. He's got the swords, the wands. There's a pentacle on the table there. See it? Right there. And he's pulling in the energy from above. He's pulling it in with his left hand. Your left hand is your receiving hand. He's pulling it in with his receiving hand and shooting it down with his right hand. Your right hand is manifestation. Your left hand is pulling down the energy of inspiration. The Magician is wearing a white robe coming from the highest place, and he's got an overrobe that is red. He's very grounded, and he's got a serpent, the snake that we saw right here. He's got it around his waist. These roses and lilies right here are blooming. The arbor is roses that are blooming. Roses and lilies are the sign of the Magician. Oh, it's coming fast and furious now. He's got a lemniscate above his head, which is this sideways 8. It's like a symbol of eternity, infinity. This is about remembering that you can manifest. Okay, we've got the 13, which is walking away from things that no longer serve you. People, situations, events, locations, whatever. And the Magician card shows up next, which lets you know wherever you go, wherever you land, you'll be able to manifest and be in your own power. And create amazing things. You have all the tools available to you. They're right in front of you. Open your eyes and use them. The swords are cutting through crap, okay? The swords are cutting through things. The wands are creativity. The wands are about creativity, and it's air, your breath, okay? Your breath. The cups are emotions. Having your emotions in check, but being aware of your emotions and being in touch with your emotions. And your pentacles are money, finances, and the earth trip. Everything is right in front of you. Right there. All the tools, all the magician's tools. Use them. Okay. Oh, I'd be embarrassed yawning if I didn't know what this was. But I know what it is. And it just happens. It just happens. And I just have to go with it and allow it to happen, because it means that the energy's coming in. You know, I want to tell you about something that I've been doing lately. I mentioned this last week, but I'm going to tell you about it again because I have a discount for you on this one. I've been doing a ritual in the morning with cacao, ceremonial cacao, which is very different than what I was doing before. And I have a lot of my patients are on this too, the people that work with me privately, they're doing Navitas organic cacao powder, okay? And that's really a great product. However, there's a higher vibration cacao, and I'm gonna put the discount in the link below, but you make it consciously in the morning, and it's got round discs that are like that big, that melt instantly. It's even great plain. It has no sweetener or anything. Sometimes I just suck on the little discs. There's something very satisfying about that. And it's very good for you too. And so you make it, and then you hold the cup and you program what you want to happen that day. Oh man, what you want to happen that day. And then you take a sip. Then you program something else you want to happen. Then you take a sip. So you spend, it's not just gulping down cacao in the morning. It's programming and consciously setting your intention for each mouthful that you take into your mouth. Because this kind of cacao has energy, and it's sacred, and it can be programmed, and it wants to help you. Okay, they call it mama cacao, like it's an entity, okay? Just want to share that with you. You might enjoy doing that. It's wonderful for me. I do it, and I sit out on my patio, and I've got chimes out there, and they go like crazy. So I get like a tuning at the same time. And I think about my day, and what I want to accomplish, and what I want to happen in the day. And it's a really wonderful energy. It's a really wonderful time, and it tastes unbelievable. Once you start doing this kind of cacao, you won't want to do the Navitas powder anymore. I mean, it's okay, but this is like a whole different vibration. You can tell the first cup. You'll be able to tell the first sip. So if you want some of that, I'll put the link below, okay? But I've been really enjoying doing that every morning. It's really great. And I have noticed that programming it and asking for help from it works. It actually works. It's kind of like magic. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, another deck time. All right, let's go with this one, Archangels. The Archangel Oracles. And let's see what's happening here. Give us more clarification, more validation, more substantiation, and more information, and more inspiration. Information and inspiration. All righty, here we have a beautiful, beautiful bird that is flying. It's called Overcoming Difficulties. Well, kind of back to T again, you know. She's going to have some difficulties making adjustments, but it's going to be good for her. Overcoming difficulties always makes us stronger and gives us insight and clarity. And sometimes leads us in a new direction. Okay, I'm going to read to you about this. Where'd my glasses go? Here they are. Overcoming difficulties. This is Archangel Jeremiah. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Remember her? This first girl, this first woman that came up that was actually for T. She looks pretty content. She looks like she's overcome some pretty amazing previous challenges. So, you know, I pull one card for someone, but it applies to everybody. And the subsequent cards often still apply to the person who asked the original question and sent the gratitude donation to get a card pulled for them. So I'm going to read you about this, overcoming difficulties. All right. The challenges you faced have made you stronger and taught you new lessons, just like I was saying. Instead of becoming bitter, you've opened your heart with compassion toward people in similar situations. You've let go of any blame or feelings of victimhood. This is why you're now overcoming your previous challenges. Your positive outlook is attracting a loving solution and new situations at a higher level of spiritual understanding. Stay positive. This reminds me of someone who I was doing a private session with someone the other day. And he was trying to figure out what to do about a situation, kind of a conundrum, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, so to speak. And I said, just say on a regular basis, show me a positive outcome for all parties involved. Show me a positive outcome for all parties involved, so that the outcome is better than the situation is now. Now, you don't have to, when you say that, you don't have to figure out what the outcome is. You just trust that the higher power, God, Buddha, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, you trust that that is going to manifest the best situation for all parties involved. I've done this myself, and I've been amazed because the universe has a lot more energy and information and availability of all kinds of things than we do in our human form. And so asking that an ideal situation better than this one come along that is better for everyone involved and everyone will be happier, please show me that. Please show me that God. Please show me that higher power. Please show me that Buddha, whoever it is that you talk to. And you will get it. It just will. It might not happen right away, but you'll find that you'll be waking up in the morning in that place between sleep and awake, and you'll have like visions of what can happen and visions of a positive outcome that is beneficial more so than the current situation for everyone involved. You watch, you'll see. Working with Archangel Jeremiel. Jeremiel's name means mercy of God. And when you call upon him, Jeremiel delivers mercy to you and everyone involved. Jeremiel guides you and others to act in loving ways. He also helps you adopt a merciful outlook, which enables you to consistently treat yourself with respect and tender, loving care. I think this incense is too intense. It's kind of like choking me a little bit. So, you know what I'm going to do? It's almost over, but it'll go out in a second. I think I'll just let it sit there. So, overcoming difficulties. We all have difficulties. We all have things to overcome. I remember my mom used to always say to me, overcoming difficulties will make you stronger. And I remember saying to my mother, I'm strong enough. I don't need to learn any more strength. I don't need to have any more overcoming of challenges. I just want it to be smooth sailing. But yeah. Life is what happens when you're making other plans, right? That's what John Lennon said. Let's go to a different deck. We're going to go to this one now. Daily guidance from the angels. All right. See how pretty this is? See the gold? Isn't that pretty? Again, more substantiation, more validation, more information, more inspiration, clarification, substantiation. Cut and take the card. All righty. An opportunity to forgive. You know, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you just need to have an opportunity to forgive and not carry around resentments. In order to move forward, you sometimes have to overcome difficulties. But remember that you're a magician and you can do it. Just be yourself without any pretense. Don't try to impress people. And here you have, it's an opportunity to forgive. Now you can also forgive yourself, you know. It's not just about forgiving other people. It's about forgiving yourself. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher plane of peace and compassion. The angels sent you this card because they see that you've grown weary of recurring negative patterns in your life. To break this cycle, like I was talking about, breaking a cycle, the 13 of the day, which is the number of today. It's important for you to release old toxic thoughts about the current situation and relationship. T, are you listening? You can do this by breathing deeply and on each exhalation, giving your fears, worries, anger, and other painful emotions to the angels. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you are condoning the other person's behavior. It just means that you're unwilling to carry toxic feelings and thoughts about him or her. Release, be free, and experience positive patterns through forgiveness. This is not so much about forgiving other people. It's about forgiving yourself for holding on to a bunch of crap for so long. It's about forgiving yourself for having been hurt or allowing the other person to hurt you. So it's a lot about forgiving yourself. If you don't forgive yourself, you can't forgive anybody else. It starts with you. Additional meanings: avoid blaming yourself or others. As you release anger, a creative resolution to this situation will appear. There are hidden blessings in this relationship or situation. Focus upon desires instead of fears or judgments. I'm starting to go into a trance here. Sorry about that. Additional meanings: avoid blaming yourself or others. As you release anger, a creative resolution to this situation will appear. Like I said, ask for a better outcome and a better situation than what you have right now, but a better situation for all people involved, okay? There are hidden blessings in this relationship and situation. Focus upon desires instead of fears or judgments. Pretty profound card. Opportunity to forgive. Let's go to the Indigo deck and see what's cooking in there. My eyes are watering. And I don't have allergies, so it's just the energy. This is another beautiful deck. See the silvery. Woohoo, see? Pretty, huh? More clarification, more substantiation, more validation, more inspiration. More intuition, so that the guidance seems to come from within us at any time that we're relaxed. Whether we're driving, whether we're getting ready for bed, whether we're meditating, whether we're just waking up in the morning, what we want is the guidance to come through at that time. That's when it comes. It just comes at that time. When you're relaxed, not trying, I want guidance. No, you're not going to get it. You have to be relaxed, let go. All right, let's see what's cooking here. Okay. This is learn something new. Something you've been thinking about, perhaps? She is putting her foot in this little pond. She's testing the waters. You see that? She's testing the waters to see what she wants to do. So, be yourself without pretense. Remember that you're a magician and you can manifest what you want with a consciousness about the tools that are in front of you. You will be overcoming difficulties. That's life. But you're going to come out great. In the meantime, you're going to give yourself an opportunity to forgive yourself, to forgive others who may have trespassed against you, so to speak. Something just fell. Oh, it's just the lid. And learn something new. Learn something new about yourself. Learn a new skill, learn a new language, learn a new talent, learn something more about what you already know about. Learn something new. Okay, I'm going to read to you about what this means. Learn something new. My trusty glasses. Learn something new. Opened right to it. There is new information waiting for you. This card asks you to initiate or finish studies on a topic or topics that interest you. When this card comes up, it is often a calling to start or complete something that you already know you should be doing. Let this be your confirmation that the time for this endeavor is now. This card can also guide you to meditate and have a conversation with the universe. Any question can be asked and will be answered if you'll listen with an open mind and heart. Trust the feedback you receive. Write it down and consider teaching this information to others. As an indigo, by the way, you can be an indigo at any age, okay? It's not just kids. As an indigo, you can easily recognize true divine guidance as it comes to you. My voice is feeling croaky. Sorry about that. Even if you feel that what you're learning won't serve you in the future, please trust that the angels are guiding you for a specific purpose that you may not necessarily need to know at this point in your life. Have fun and try something new. What could you do that's new? What could you do that's new? Paint your bathroom, garden, learn something new about yourself. Learn something new about what makes you tick, and something about how you feel about yourself and the words you say to yourself, the consciousness that you imbue to yourself. That's the nose thing, see? Woo, okay. Coughing, sneezing, nose running. We're going to move into the meditation now. Okay? Just keep my eye on the clock. And now we're going to go into our guided meditation. So, make yourselves comfortable. I suggest you lie down with your back straight. Lie down with your back straight. Put on a sleep mask if you have one. Make sure you won't be disturbed. This is your time. Just begin to notice your breath. Bring it in through your nose and out through your mouth. Any sounds you hear that are regular, everyday, normal sounds don't distract you or disturb you in any way. They simply allow you to go deeper and deeper and deeper than the time before, than the breath before, than the moment before. Notice your body letting go. Focus on your muscles starting at the top of your head. Focus on the back muscles, the neck. Just letting the neck relax. I'm trancing out. Now focus on your back. Focus on releasing the musculature around your spine. That's it. Just let it go. Down through the back, releasing all around, all those vertebrae. And down into the lumbar area of your back. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0. Each count will allow you to relax even more, let go even more, and go even deeper than the last breath you took. Starting on the count of 5, feeling a relaxing sensation starting down at the top of your head. Easily and gently, it begins to spread down through your head, down over your face, your cheeks, your jaw. Upper and lower teeth are separated, not touching. Coming down on the count of 4, down around your shoulders, down around the front of your neck, your clavicle. And on the count of 3, moving into your upper arms, your elbows. All the way down to your hands. Continuing down through your thighs, your hips. On the count of 2. Coming down around your feet and your ankles now, so that you are more and more relaxed with each sound of my voice, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 down to 0. You'll hear some tones, allow the tones to carry you even deeper, letting go even more. Wow. And drifting from 1, going even deeper, allowing yourself to go. You will go to the perfect depth for you and get as much nourishment, intuition, substantiation, and guidance as you are able to handle from that location. And we're going from 1 down to 0. Right, Luna, the meditation cat? 0. From 1 down to 0. And going even deeper. It is time to let go of what no longer serves you. This can be a painful process, a painful experience, because we don't know what the future holds. Sometimes we hold on to situations, environments, relationships, people, because at least it's familiar and it seems less scary than not knowing what's out there. But it's best to not come from a fear place. It's best to come from a place of strength. And in a place of strength, we are able to move forward, releasing, letting go, almost as if we are shedding a skin, like the serpents that we saw in the cards. letting things go. And a new birth is there under that old that's being shed. There's new birth, there's new expansiveness. There's more about you blossoming and coming into your own. More about you expanding and really being fully who you are. Keeping it authentic, keeping it real. Remember that you have the tools available to you, the tools at hand, to be able to manifest the life that you want. Using your creative breath, holding images of how you see things and want things to be. Trust and know that you have guidance, that there are benevolent energies looking over you, overseeing things for you. Move forward with confidence. This is an opportunity to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for holding on to things that no longer serve you. Forgive yourself for holding on to relationships that no longer serve you. Occupations, jobs, living situations. You will feel most alive when you let that go. And instead, only allow in those energies, situations, environments, and people who boost you. You know what I mean? Support you. Want wonderful things for you. Learn something new about yourself. Learn that you're stronger than you thought you were. Learn that you can receive intuitive guidance and direction. Learn that you can be more compassionate for yourself. Allow every cell in your body to align, using the tone to help that happen. You are stronger than you think because you have available to you the strength of the archangels, the strength of the angels, the strength of the higher power, God, Jesus, Buddha, whatever you choose to call it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving this time to yourself to recalibrate, regenerate, renew, reinvigorate, realign. I honor you for giving this gift to yourself and taking this time. Many blessings to you. And until we meet again, Namaste.